All right, this is section 4.3, and we're talking about percent of change. And there are two things that you will need and two things you'll be able to quantify in this. One of them is the total change. And to find the total change, you're going to take the new value and subtract the old value. Now, sometimes that could be a negative number if you're dealing with a negative change. And then the percentage of change is the total change, the answer that you got in part A, divided by the original. This is very, very important. The original, which is the old value. So here's an example. It says find the total change and the percentage of change for public four-year out-of-state tuition fees from 2012 to 2013. So 2012's fees were $21,533 and 2013's fees were $22,000. So if I take those two values and subtract them, remember the new value, I've got this backwards, the old value minus the new value, so it's $670. This is backwards, sorry. It should be $22,000 subtracted the $21,533. Okay, is a $670 increase. And then you're going to take 670 divided by the original, this is the old value, and you're going to get a 3% increase. Okay, so let's look at another one. In January, Joe worked 35 hours, and in February he worked 45.5 hours. What percentage did Joe's hours work? Increase. So new value is the 45, old value is the 35. When you subtract them, you get 10.5. So 10.5 divided by 35, because that's the old value, is 30% increase. If Joe's hours increased 35 more hours in March, or to 35 hour decreased, sorry, to 35 hours in March, what's the percentage of decrease? Well, initially you would think that it would still be 30%, but it's not going to be. So the old value is now 45. The new value is 35. So this is actually a 10.5 decrease. And I've got this backwards again. It should be 35 new value minus old value is a negative 10.5. So negative 10.5 and the old value is 45.5. is a 23% decrease. So usually instead of saying negative 23% decrease, that's sort of a double negative, we just say it's a 23% decrease. All right, another one. Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area had an estimated population of 5,161,544 people, according to the 2000 census, and it grew by 23% over an ensuing decade. What was the estimated population in 2010? So this is the old population times 0.234 gives you an increase of 1,207,801 people. So if I add that to the 5,161,544 people, I get a new population of 6,369,345. Okay, so for this last example right now, example 4, the price of 1 ounce of gold on March 4th was $1,338. The 1 year percentage in change of the gold was negative 15.45, which is decrease. What was the closing price of gold in 2013? So the current price is $1,338. Okay. So that means that I took the old price and I subtracted, because it was a decrease, the new price, the old price times the percent. Okay, or another way of looking at it is I'm going to do the old price plus the old price times the percent. But in this case, the percent is negative. So I'm going to do the old price is what we don't know. We don't know how much the old price was. So X is our old price minus the old price times the 15% equals 1,338. So this is actually saying 1 minus 0.1545, which is 0.8455. And then we're going to divide both sides by that. So X equals 1,582. So this is the price in 2013. Okay, so let's look at a couple more examples. Okay, so 6 years after buying 140 shares of stock for $50 per share, you sell the stock for $11,400. So what's your total return? Well, we got to figure out how much you spent. So 140 shares at $50 each is $7,000 that you spent. You made $11,000. So if you subtract $11,400 from this, you get a $4,400 profit or a return, whatever you want to call it. So the total amount of return is $4,400. So what is the percentage of return? The percentage of return is the $4,400 divided by the original spent. So that's 0.62, which is a 62% return. And then what is the percentage of annual return? So this is a formula you might want to add to your spiral notebook. So the annual return is equal to the accumulated balance divided by the original, raised to the 1 over y power. Y is the years, minus 1. So you've got $11,400 divided by 7,000. That's the accumulated balance. That's the original. Raised to the 1/6 power, because it says 6 years after they bought it. So this value divided is 1.62 raised to the 1/6 power minus 1. And I'm going to put that in my calculator and I get 0.0846, which is 8.46%. The average sale of a house decreased from $324,000 in February to $188,000 in February 2013. So what's the absolute change? Well, it's a negative change. So you took the new value, 188, minus the old value, and you got negative 136, so 136,000. What's the percentage of change? It's the negative 136 divided by 324, which equals negative 0.4197, which is 41.97. So it's a negative, oh, I wrote this wrong. It's a 41.9% decrease. So I shouldn't write the negative here. It's a double negative. So it's a 41.9% decrease, or the percentage of change could be written as negative 41.9%, but just don't write the word decrease. Have a good day.